Everyone thinks they know Charleston, but living here is a whole different story. Sure, it's beautiful, the beaches, the pastel houses, the oak trees that look like they've been here forever. But behind the charm is a city with its own rhythm, quirks, and surprises. And if you're thinking about moving to Charleston, this is what you need to know before you pack your bags, sell those snow shovels, and trade your winter coat for flip-flops. Let's start with the part that everyone falls in love with first, the lifestyle. Charleston has a way of slowing life down just enough to make you actually enjoy it. You wake up, hear the seagulls, grab coffee from a local spot, and somehow your stress level just drops. It's that coastal air, the slower pace, and the fact that you can be at the beach in a historic downtown or kayaking through marshes all within 20 minutes. That's why people move here. The weather's warm, the food is incredible, and the culture just blends Southern hospitality with coastal chill. But like any dream destination, there's more to the story. So let's talk about the weather first. Charleston summers are humid. We're talking step outside and immediately question your life choices humid. You'll find yourself learning which fabrics breathe and which ones turn you into a walking sauna. The upside? From late September through May, it's basically perfect. Mild winters, sunny springs, and those postcard-worthy beach days that make your friends up north text you, "Okay, I'm jealous." With that coastal beauty comes the occasional challenge. Flooding and hurricane season. Yes, they are real. Charleston's been around for centuries, and locals just know how to handle them. Storm prep here is almost a social event. The good news is modern neighborhoods are built smarter now, with higher foundations and better drainage. And if you work with someone who knows the area, you can easily avoid the flood zones that stress the newcomers out. Now, let's talk money, because affordable means different things depending on where you're coming from. If you're leaving California or the Northeast, Charleston's housing prices might look like a dream. If you're moving from the Midwest, maybe not so much. Charleston isn't cheap anymore, but it is still reasonable compared to some other major coastal cities. You can live close to the water without paying LA prices, and you actually get space, a yard, maybe even a porch with a swing. Daily life costs land about average. Groceries, gas, utilities, nothing shocking. Property taxes are low, which helps balance out the higher home prices. The catch? Insurance. You're going to watch your budget for wind or flood coverage depending on where you buy. It's one of those Charleston realities that's really not scary once you understand it, but it is something that out-of-staters often overlook. And that's where most people get stuck. They fall in love with the charm here, but they don't know where they actually want to live. Mount Pleasant, Somerville, James Island, they all sound great, but they are totally different worlds. Mount Pleasant has top-rated schools and beautiful new neighborhoods, but traffic can test your patience. Somerville? Well, you have more space, smaller town feel, and better prices, but it is a little bit of a drive from the beaches. James Island? It's got that old-school Charleston vibe, and locals who love being 5 minutes from Folly Beach. That's why understanding your lifestyle goals before you move matters more than just picking a zip code. You need to ask yourself, do I want walkability, water views, or peace and quiet? There's a Charleston for each version of you, but only one will feel like home. If this is your first time to the channel, hi, my name is Deneen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding Low Country. As the Southern living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in the Charleston area. I specialize in helping people relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be. But that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. If you're ready to make a move, reach out today. You can shoot me a text, send me an email, or even just pick up the phone and call. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification bell too. Now I know what you're wondering about jobs, right? Charleston's economy is solid and growing fast. Boeing, Volvo, and the medical industry provide tons of local opportunities, and the remote work boom has made the city even more appealing. You can work for a company in New York while watching dolphins on your lunch break. True story. The balance between career and quality of life here is one of Charleston's biggest perks. And then there's the food. Oh man, the food. Shrimp and grits, barbecue, oysters, biscuits. This city takes its eating very seriously. You can get fine dining downtown or grab a sandwich from a hole in the wall, and it still tastes like magic. If you move here, prepare to pick up a new hobby called restaurant hopping. Charleston is one of those cities where your social life naturally revolves around food, and honestly, you won't hate it. Okay, so let's get real for a second. Every place has trade-offs, and Charleston is no different. Traffic can be rough in certain areas, especially during summer when everyone's headed to the beach. The humidity, you'll either adapt or you'll spend a small fortune on anti-frizz products. And if you're used to having lightning fast service everywhere, you need to get ready to slow down a little bit. Things move on Charleston time. It's not lazy, it's just not in a rush. Once you adjust, you might even start to like it. For families, schools are a big factor. Charleston County schools are a mix, some excellent, some still improving. Mount Pleasant and Daniel Island tend to rank high, but there are also great charter and private options across the metro area. The key is doing your homework before you buy, because school zones here can change and they impact property values too. When it comes to community, Charleston delivers something special. People here genuinely care about each other. Neighbors wave. Strangers strike up conversations at the grocery store. It's the kind of place where you might borrow sugar from next door and get invited to a cookout at the same time. But there's also a sense of pride here. Locals love their city, and they respect newcomers who take the time to appreciate its history and traditions. So you need to learn a few basics, like how to pronounce Charleston with that soft cha, and you'll fit in faster than you think.
Charleston, South Carolina, which is more like this. It's more smooth.
Now about that history. Charleston is old, in the best way. The architecture, the cobblestone streets, the live oaks draped in Spanish moss, it's like living inside a storybook. But what makes the city truly special is how it balances out old and new. You can tour a 200-year-old church in the morning, then grab rooftop cocktails at sunset. That blend of past and present is what gives Charleston its soul. If you're coming from a bigger metro area, one surprise might be how much slower the pace of life feels and how much you end up liking it. There's time to breathe here, time to walk, talk, and actually enjoy your settings. The stress level just drops. People prioritize balance. Sure, you'll still see people hustling, but they'll also take a long lunch to meet a friend, or they head to the beach after work. It's not just a fantasy, it's Charleston. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you, visit first, and not just for a weekend. Spend a few days exploring different parts of the area. Drive through Mount Pleasant, check out Somerville, maybe even grab dinner downtown, and watch a sunset at Sullivan's Island. Each area feels different, and when you find the one that clicks, you'll know. And yes, Charleston's popularity means that it is growing fast. More people, more developments, and yes, more traffic. But it's still managed to keep its heart intact. The community vibe is strong, and there's a reason that people move here and never want to leave. Now, if you're serious about relocating, there's a simple way to make it smooth. Get guidance from someone local who knows how to navigate all the little details. From flood zones and insurance to commute times and neighborhood personalities, Charleston rewards people who plan smart. And when you do, you'll see why people fall in love with this place for good. It's the mix of charm, sunshine, good food, and better people that makes Charleston feel less like a move and more like a fresh start. So before you book that mover, take a breath, get clear on what kind of lifestyle you want, and then start exploring. Because Charleston might not be perfect, but it's close enough that once you're here, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. I sure did. And if you want help figuring out where you would actually fit, don't miss my video about the top 10 suburbs of Charleston. In it, I break down each one, what makes it special, and which lifestyle it fits best, so you can find your perfect corner of the Lowcountry. My name is Deneen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding Lowcountry. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in the Charleston area. I specialize in helping people relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be, but that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. If you're ready to make a move, reach out today. You can shoot me a text, send me an email, or even just pick up the phone and call. Thank you so much for joining me. So long for today.